YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, what we are doing is taking a look at some pro toon builds, because you can make full team lineups, well, at least like a full starting five, and make like a rec lineup of NBA players strictly from the pro toon builds for specific teams. And this one, I'm starting off with this one because this is obviously the most insane team so far that I have listed out. Because yeah, obviously I've been like testing it out and just like looking for all the players and everything, and this one is insane. This team is insane. You can see it. It's the Rockets. So man, let me just tell you, you can make a full lineup with Rockets players. It doesn't have to be, you know, current players, but obviously like all-time Rockets players, which, you know, have at least played a season with the Rockets, which is pretty insane. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at all of them. I'm obviously going to be starting from point guard and then moving my way up the positions. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we have a natural point guard here, and one that is just a strict point guard. You're not going to be really playing him in the two. But we do have Steve Francis. He is 5'11", which is the only reason why I say that he's going to be the point guard no matter what. So if you have this build, it's not going to be a 2, but this build is absolutely insane. I'm not going to talk about every single stat and go in depth on it and talk about the badges, but I will give you my thoughts and opinions on these builds. But this build is really, really hard, man. Like, this build is so good, and I don't know, man. Like, this build has it all. You can dribble really, really well. You're quick. You have really good defense. You can shoot the ball very well. You can drive and dunk the ball, man. So if you have cap breakers, you can easily use more on driving dunk. You can use some on your three-pointer if you're able to. You can obviously use, you know, more on your pass accuracy, some on perimeter defense even, which you're not going to get much for a perimeter defense, obviously, but you can get to like a 90, just so you can get at least some upgrades there. Maybe use some on your speed so you can get to Hall of Fame slippery off ball. That would be pretty nice as well. But yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff here, man. A lot of stuff that's absolutely insane. If you want to use some on vertical and driving dunk, that's kind of like a little concept there. But man, his build absolutely insane. Excellent in pick and roll, shot creator, elite combination of ball handling, passing, and finishing. Can bang threes, and it's a disruptive defender, man. Steve Francis, the franchise. 5'11" point guard. I definitely like it. But we do have like another actual point guard here. If we go to inside scoring, we do have the dunk magician, current Jalen Green, as a 6'6" point guard here. Now, he is going to be lackluster in the defensive side of things, but he's still going to be pretty decent with the ball in his hands, with the 92 ball handling. He's not going to be as quick, obviously, or as great of a passer. He's definitely not going to be as great of a shooter, but he can still shoot pretty well. But he is going to be able to bang out on the drive way more effectively. Now, obviously, it's not too crazy, or at least like not like too much craziness compared to the other build, because the other build still has like an 87. So you can still get up to like an 89 for that break point. Or if you really wanted to go to all the way up to an 82 or 92, then that's really, really good as well. But the only thing is you're going to have more vertical. You're going to be stronger. You're not going to be as fast, though, or as great on the defensive end. You're going to be, you know, mediocre on the playmaking compared to the other build, because you can still handle the ball, but you're not going to be as great of a passer, or you're not going to be as fast with the ball, and you're not going to be as great of a shooter, but you can still finish at the rim more effectively. So you kind of have something going on there. So you have your two options here. Obviously, you can play this as more of like a 2 guard if you wanted to, but the defensive side of things isn't really working out for me here. That's just the main thing. But obviously, you can still surround this player with other defenders. But we might as well just move on to the shooting guards next, because the next shooting guard that I have for you guys is the skilled 2 guard, James Harden, man. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Rockets lineup without a James Harden. 2018, 2019 James Harden with no perimeter defense at all. You are lackluster as fuck. You can grab some steals, but you ain't doing shit with the ball besides dribbling, getting to your spot, and shooting a 3. And then you can also drive and get some dunks as well. Really nothing too crazy. You're not as strong as the Jalen Green. You are pretty much about the same speed and agility. Not as high vertical. You're not as strong, obviously, but you are going to be a better shooter. And, you know, just that's pretty much like really about it. The Jalen Green's better on defense. I will say that. Better on defense with the higher perimeter defense. And, you know, can dunk better. But, you know, this build, obviously the only thing it can do is shoot better. That's the only thing that this build can do. Shot creator at all 3 levels, superior ball handling ability to get shots off in any location, deadly 3-point touch. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that this build is going to be doing. It's just shot creating, dribbling the ball, getting into a spot, shooting a shot. You're really not going to do much other than that. So I don't really care for this. Unless you want this as the point guard, then by all means, you can kind of hide him like on defense on the 2 guard then. But yeah, this build ain't it. This build ain't it. Unless you want to surround him with defenders, then by all means. But we got somebody else that is, you know, that has played alongside James Harden, actually, I do believe. Eric Gordon. From this version's from the Clippers, but Eric Gordon obviously played for the Rockets. He's played for a lot of teams, actually. So yeah, Eric Gordon, 6'2". He could be a point guard as well because he's still got really good ball handling. And, you know, pretty good speed with ball. But the thing is, he's got better defense. He can grab boards. He is strong. He's faster as well than the last 2 builds. Doesn't have that much vertical to him, or as much vertical, but that doesn't matter because he's stronger. Better speed and agility. He can grab boards. Can defend. Has a 60 interior. Has about the same ball handling. Has an 86 speed with ball as well. He's not going to be passing the ball as well as the other 2. But he could definitely shoot better. He definitely shoots better than both of them. 94 3-point rating. That's 1 higher. 1 point higher than James Harden. And then he also has the 90 mid-range. You're not going to be shooting free throws as effectively. But you still have like a 75 driving dunk as well, which is pretty solid. You don't need to be driving and dunking too much when you're a 3-point scorer. But you can also do the driving layup with an 85. It's pretty damn solid. Deadly shooter can create his own shot and break down defenses when needed. Use his strength and agility effectively to effectively defend on the perimeter. Really, really good. And you have Hall of Fame strong handle. I like this build. I like this more than the other 2. If you wanted to have like a small ball backcourt duo of Steve Francis and Eric Gordon, or if you wanted just to run Eric Gordon as your main point guard, you could easily do that. That's what's really, really good about this build, man. I definitely like it. This would definitely be like in between the 4 builds so far. You would have obviously Steve Francis as my number 1 and Eric Gordon as my number 2, but you can flip-flop the 2 because they're just both really, really good builds for, you know, what they're used for. But I feel like we have another option, a couple other options in the 2 guard position. Let's go ahead and talk about the versatile star because we got Tracy McGrady, a 6'8" shooting guard, small forward, and I say shooting guard, small forward, so we're out of the point guard area here because all these ones are going to be, you know, more for like the 2 guards and wing players. Tracy McGrady, 87 3-point rating, 87 driving dunk, 86 ball handling, pretty solid there, 79 steal. I mean, just this build is very, very well rounded. So I definitely think this would be like a really, really good 2 guard. If you wanted to have like another 2 guard that was very versatile, well-rounded, I can easily see this being played as the 3 as well. Maybe you get the Eric Gordon in there as like a point guard, or maybe like the shooting guard, and then you use Tracy McGrady as your 3, as your wing, and then you have like some options elsewhere. But there's just like a lot of things here, man. But yeah, I definitely like this. I definitely like this build. It is well-rounded. It is very versatile. I know some people will be like, but this stat isn't like this in, you know, all your badges are like silver. You got like barely gold badges. But that's the really good thing about this, though. Because you have like a lot of silver and bronze badges, it means that if you are actually good at the game, you're going to be able to utilize every single one of these badges to its full potential. Even though they are lower, you're going to be able to use them at their full potential. And you're able to get more. You're able to get pretty much almost every single badge in the game. Not really, obviously, but you can pretty much get almost every single badge in the game. I think there's like, what, 38 badges here, maybe? Like, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So yeah, like 36. Fuck it. You have 36. You have almost every single badge in the game. That's pretty damn good. So you have almost every single badge in the game. Obviously, you're missing a couple like post lock. Yeah, so post move lockdown, you're kind of missing out on that. And I think the other one you're missing out on, no. So you got rebound chase, you have box out beast, you have brick wall. I have no idea what other ones you're missing, but obviously you don't have post move lock. It could be hook specialist is what you're missing out on, which I don't think it's that. No, you have hook specialist. So yeah, I don't know what other badges you're missing, but hey, you have really, really good badges. You have good badges. I don't know what else to say. And then the next one, obviously, is another shooting guard, point guard, or another shooting guard, small forward situation, as we have Sky Fortress, Scottie Pippen. A lot of people don't remember Scottie Pippen having that one season in Houston, man. Nobody remembers that one season in Houston. They remember him, late in his career over in Portland, but not in Houston. But we do have Scottie Pippen here, Sky Fortress. If you need a build for defense, call up Scottie Pippen, man, because he's there with the 92 perimeter, 91 steal. He's got a 74 block rating, so he can get some stops in the paint as well and get some blocks. 66 interior, it's nothing too crazy. But then you also have a 62 defensive rebound, so he can grab some boards. He can drive and dunk all over you with a 93 driving dunk. That's what's really, really good. Scottie Pippen, he's going to dunk all over you, man. He was an inside scorer that can defend very well on every level. But he can also space the floor out to the 3 with a 78 3-point rating. 71 ball handling, 71 pass accuracy, 68 speed ball. Nothing too crazy, but he can still do some work. All around, he can do some work, man. Well-rounded on the physicals as well. I like it. Rangy perimeter defender with bounce, tough to get shots over due to exceptional length. Will put players in the basket off the dribble. Look at that, man. Posterizer, aerial wizard in Hall of Fame. But then you also have that on-ball menace, challenger, pick dodger, all on gold. He's got strong handle on silver, set shot specialist on silver. Like, what more do you want from him? He's going to be able to do everything, so why not? But this build is pretty solid. I definitely like it as a defender. More like a 2-3, probably more of like a 3. More as a 3 than a 2, obviously. So, yeah, I like it. I definitely think it's really good. But let's move over to the small forwards. And starting at the small forwards, we got another defender. We have Sticky Fingers, Ron Artest, man. Ron Artest has played for quite a few teams. Obviously, this one is the Indiana Pacers Ron Artest version. But obviously, he's played for the Kings as well. He's obviously played for Houston. I believe he's played for... I'm trying to think on what else he's played for. Like, was it the Spurs that he played on? I don't remember. What team was it? There was another team that I know that he definitely played for, and it was, like, interesting to me when I found out about it. But Ron Artest spaced the floor out from the 3. Kind of a similar situation as Pippen, but obviously isn't more of a scorer, is more of a defender. So as you can see, 99 steal, 92 perimeter. He's not going to be able to get blocks, but he can defend the paint a little bit. He's not going to dribble as much, but he is going to be able to space the floor out. He's going to be that guy that you want guarding the other team's best player every single time. 85 strength. He's got that golden move enforcer, gold pick dodger, gold on-ball menace, gold challenger, Hall of Fame off-ball pest. Not only that, but he gets a legend glove, legend interceptor. What more do you need? He's got a 73 driving dunk, so he can still get dunks. 75 driving layups, so he can still get layups. 78 3-point rating, so he can still shoot the three consistently. What more do you need? It's a good build. I consider this a 3-2. That's what I consider this build, obviously, because it's a straight up small forward build. So obviously that's why it's a 3-2 enlisted here, even though we have Scottie Pippen, that's also a 2-3, and T-Mac is a 2-3. But hey, we have a 3-2 here. The next one can play the 2, the 3, or the 4. And it's Shadow. It's Shane Battier. Another defensive build. This one is more of like a 3-and-D kind of wing player where you have an 83 3-point rating. You have your 73 driving dunk. You're not going to be able to do like too much layups, unfortunately. But you have a 95 perimeter, 94 steal. You can get those offensive boards with an 80. You have an 89 speed, 85 agility, 85 strength. That's still pretty good. Like, come on, man. Athletic 3-and-D wing, perimeter defensive skills, or premier defensive skills, a blanket both on and off the ball, nice length, crashes the offensive glass effectively. That's why I said you can play this as a 4. Play this as a 2 if you want to, if you need to. Play it as a 3 if you just want a straight up wing that's going to be really, really well rounded. Or play it as a 4 so that you can help on the offensive glass. It's really, really good. I definitely like this build. Come on, man. It's a 3-and-D kind of wing, super speedy off the ball, able to get around the court pretty quickly. A menace. It can get blocks. Come on, man. You can play this as a 4, definitely. At 6'6". We have other builds that are like 6'7", 6'8" that can play like, you know, the 4 as well. And speaking of one of those builds, we have the power forwards going on next, and we got, you guessed it, another defender. We have another defender, power forward, small forward, disruptor, Robert Covington. I'm not going to talk too much about Robert Covington. I already did in my build video. If you guys want to know my thoughts on the build, go check that out. But it's still really, really good. Moving on to the next one, though, we have rebounding. This one is a power forward center. We got our center opportunities now from the 4 and the 5s. Boardmaster Moses Malone. We got to respect his time in Houston as much as we got to respect his time in Philly. Moses Malone, great rebounder. This build, 89 strength. You're going to be a little slow, but you have a 96 defensive rebound. You have an 84 block rating, 82 interior defense. You can still get some steals with a 60. 78 pass accuracy, nothing too crazy, but it's pretty good. Same situation as we talked about before with the Ron Artest. Same situation as we talked about before with the Scottie Pippen. 78 3-point rating. You're able to shoot the 3 ball, man, consistently. It's really good. 81 standing dunk, 73 driving dunk, 75 driving layup, 84 close shot. So you're still able to score in the paint, but you're going to be grabbing those boards. You're going to be passing out those boards. You're going to be kicking them out. And you're also going to be able to shoot threes. Space the floor out, shoot threes as well. You're going to be strengthy a little bit, especially if you play this as a 4. I like it. Strong and physical rebounding 4-man, cleans the defensive glass, solid defender, can catch and shoot a bit from 3. Versatile finisher, a bit consistently, I mean, with a 78 3-point rating. Don't disrespect it now. Don't disrespect the 78 3-point rating, man. I'm telling you. The next one, though, we have a playmaker. Alperen Sengun, a current player, 6'9". And this one is a little weaker. It's definitely very, very weak. It's on the same level as the James Harden when it comes to defense for its position. 66 interior, but only a 74 block rating. Come on, man. The only thing you're going to be able to do with this build is, you know, pass the ball. You're going to be a little strengthy with only an 86 though, which is unfortunate, but you have it there. You can shoot the mid-range. You can space the floor out to the 3 with a 74. You have a 74 3-point rating. You can still shoot threes with that. But you're going to be scoring on the inside with driving layups, close shots, standing dunks, and your post control. And you can drive and dunk a little bit with the 73. That's good enough. So you're going to be mediocre everywhere else. You're not going to be getting as many stops as you want to with this build. But if you need somebody that's like a 4 that can, you know, be kind of like a secondary playmaker or a post scorer, then by all means. But you're going to be lackluster on defense with this build. That's the only reason why I don't like it. I like the fact that it's, you know, a post scoring type of build. It's pretty interesting. You can pass the ball with it. It's pretty good. Exceptionally skilled, low block scorer and creator, owns every post move in the book. Good below the rim finisher, elite passer. I like it, but at the same time, it ain't for me, and that's why I'm out. As Shark Tanks, as the Sharks would say, I'm out. And then we got a true center next up, the truest of centers, the Yao Ming Paint Bully build. Obviously, I like this build, man. You got a 95 strength. You still have a 70 vert. You're going to be slow as balls, but you got a 95 strength, 94 offensive rebound, 88 interior defense with an 84 block rating. You still get steals with a 60 steal, 75 pass accuracy, so it's nothing really too crazy there, but you can still pass. You're not going to be shooting. You're not going to be, hitting free throws as consistently, but you got a 90 post control, a 90 standing dunk, a 96 close shot. You're going to be able to at least do something, a little bit of something now. But man, interior oriented big, crazy length, a lob threat, good post defender and solid shot blocker, a load on the offensive glass, tough as nails. I like this build, man. Run this at the 5. Run this build on the 5, man. Run it up. You don't need Moses Malone unless you want Moses Malone as the 5. But you don't need Moses Malone when you have Yao Ming, a bully, just a straight bully in the paint. But yeah, those are pretty much all the builds. We got Steve Francis, Jalen Green, James Harden, Eric Gordon, Tracy McGrady, Pippen, Artest, Battier, Rocco. We got Moses Malone, Alperen Sengun, and Yao Ming. That's 12 different players that you can mix and match in every single position here and get a really good lineup. Let me know what you guys come up with for your lineups, though. Come up with the best possible lineup that you can come up with all these builds. Obviously, Yao Ming's got to be the 5. I mean, come on now. Come on now. You got to have Yao Ming as the 5. But let me know what you guys come up with for your starting 5 lineups for rec using these builds. And let me know what you guys think of these builds. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's obviously going to be it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.